In the ever-evolving theater of modern warfare, armored fighting vehicles have undergone remarkable transformation. Among the newest and most formidable entries is Russia's T-15 Armata, an infantry fighting vehicle unlike any other. Designed to carry troops into the most hostile environments while maintaining the armor and firepower of a main battle tank, the T-15 is more than just an AFV. It is a symbol of a new generation of Russian armored warfare doctrine, born from experience and refined through cutting-edge technology. The T-15 is not just a heavily armed vehicle, it is a direct response to decades of hard-learned lessons on the battlefield. Historically, Russian IFVs like the BMP-1 and BMP-3 prioritized speed and mobility over protection. These vehicles called traverse rough terrain quickly but were often vulnerable to anti-tank weapons and mines. Russia's military interventions in Chechnya, Georgia, Syria, and Ukraine exposed these vulnerabilities time and again. Armored personnel carriers and IFVs become easy targets for emergents with RPGs, IEDs, and man-portable missile systems. Casualties mounted. The demand for a more survivable IFV became impossible to ignore. Enter the T-15 Armata, a complete reimagining of what an infantry fighting vehicle could be. It shares its DNA with the T-14 Armata main battle tank, which gives it a massive edge in protection and digital integration. Built on the Armata Universal Combat Platform, the T-15 is designed from the ground up to operate alongside main battle tanks in high-intensity, frontline combat. This is not a lightly armored transport vehicle. The T-15 is built to fight. One of the most notable features of the T-15 is its reversed layout compared to traditional IFVs. The engine is mounted at the front, creating an added layer of protection for the troops in the rear. This frontal engine placement not only shields the dismount compartment from frontal attacks but also provides additional room for modular armor to absorb incoming fire. The troops exit through a rear ramp, a design feature that Western nations have used for decades but which Russian IFVs had previously lacked. This dramatically increases the survivability of infantry as they disembark under fire. The protection suite on the T-15 is where it truly begins to resemble a main battle tank rather than a traditional IFV. Its base armor is composite and modular, meaning damaged panels can be quickly replaced in the field. It is also covered in advanced, explosive reactive armor, or ERA, capable of defeating modern tandem charge warheads. But armor alone isn't the only line of defense. The T-15 is also equipped with the Afghanit Active Protection System, a next-generation defensive suite designed to detect and neutralize incoming anti-tank missiles and projectiles before they even hit. Afghanit uses a combination of radar and optical sensors to track incoming threats, and deploys countermeasures, both hard kill and soft kill, to intercept or misguide them. The hard kill component includes launchers that can fire interceptor charges to physically destroy projectiles in mid-air. The soft kill system uses electronic jamming and infrared countermeasures to throw off the guidance systems of enemy weapons. Together, these systems turn the T-15 into an almost impenetrable moving fortress on the battlefield. But protection is only half the story. The T-15 is also bristling with firepower. Unlike many IFVs, which carry light autocondenser machine guns, the T-15 is equipped with a remote-controlled turret featuring a 30mm 2A42 automatic cannon. This versatile weapon is effective against enemy infantry, light armored vehicles, and low-flying aircraft. It also has a coaxial 7.62 mm PKT machine gun and an array of Cornet EM anti-tank guided missiles. These missiles can penetrate the most advanced armor, giving the T-15 the ability to destroy even main battle tanks at long range. In some variants, a 57mm automatic cannon is mounted instead of the 30mm, offering greater kinetic punch and a higher rate of fire. The turret, dubbed the Boomerang BM, is fully unmanned and integrated with advanced fire control systems. It features automatic target tracking, thermal imaging, and laser rangefinders, driving it an edge in both day and night combat conditions. Because it is remotely operated, crew members remain safely inside the heavily protected hull while maintaining full battlefield effectiveness. Inside, the T-15 is a blend of raw power and digital sophistication. The crew compartment houses three operators, commander, gunner, and driver, each with multifunctional displays and access to the Armata network-centric battlefield management system. This digital interface allows the T-15 to share real-time data with other units, including drones, helicopters, tanks, and command posts. Target data, sensor feeds, and battlefield maps are all networked, making the T-15 not just a weapon system, but a node in a broader combat ecosystem. Behind the crew, the troop compartment can carry up to 9 fully armed soldiers. The interior is designed for maximum safety and comfort, with shock-absorbing seats and climate control. Troopers can monitor external camera feeds from within the vehicle, allowing them to maintain situational awareness before dismounting. This enhances their readiness and allows for more coordinated assaults. Mobility-wise, the T-15 may be heavy, coming in at around 48 tons, but it is no slouch. Powered by a 1,500 horsepower turbocharged diesel engine, it can reach speeds of up to 65 km/h on road and handle challenging terrain with ease. Its torsion bar suspension and hydraulic support system drive its surprising agility for a vehicle of its size. It may not be as fast as lighter IFVs, but it doesn't need to be. Its mission is to survive and dominate, not dash and retreat. Production and deployment of the T-15 have been limited, mainly due to cost and complexity. Each unit is significantly more expensive than previous Russian IFVs. However, Russia views the T-15 as a long-term investment. It is not meant to replace all BMPs and BTRs overnight but to serve as the spearhead for elite units and high-intensity operations. As production ramps up and technology matures, the T-15 is expected to become a more common sight in mechanized Russian formations. Despite its promise, the T-15 is not without challenges. Its weight limits its ability to cross certain bridges and terrain features. Its cost limits mass production. And its complexity demands high maintenance and trained crews, something the Russian military has traditionally struggled with. Moreover, in real combat conditions, the T-15 has yet to be truly tested against a near-peer adversary. While it may boast impressive specifications, the ultimate measure of any combat vehicle is its performance in battle. Still, the arrival of the T-15 marks a fundamental shift in how Russia views armored warfare. For decades, the doctrine centered around quantity over quality, cheap, mobile vehicles in large numbers. With the T-15, that paradigm is shifting toward fewer but more survivable and technologically advanced platforms. The T-15 is not a continuation of the Soviet legacy, it is a clean break from it. Its introduction has also influenced international military planners. NATO forces are taking note of the T-15's capabilities and reevaluating their own IFV development programs. The US, Germany, and the UK have all begun exploring heavier, better protected infantry fighting vehicles, reflecting a global trend toward survivability in the face of increasingly lethal battlefield threats. In many ways, the T-15 is a response to a new age of war, one where precision-guided weapons, drones, and urban combat environments render traditional light IFVs obsolete. It is a machine built for high-tech, high-threat warfare. Whether it lives up to its promise remains to be seen, but there is no doubt that it represents a bold leap forward in armored vehicle design. As the T-15 continues to evolve, future variants may include even more advanced sensor systems, directed energy weapons, or autonomous capabilities. Russia has already hinted at incorporating artificial intelligence into future Armata platforms, allowing them to operate with reduced crews or even autonomously in limited scenarios. IF realized. Such development is called push the T-15 from being merely a heavy IFV to a fully integrated combat platform capable of operating in the most sophisticated battlefields of tomorrow. For now, the T-15 stands as a testament to what modern military engineering can achieve in survivability, firepower, and digital integration are placed at the core of vehicle design. It is not merely a vehicle, it is a fortress on tracks, an IFV with the heart of a tank and the brain of a command center. It is Russia's answer to the changing face of ground warfare, and a glimpse into the future of mechanized combat. Would you like a thumbnail concept or visuals to go with the video?